So, you got a welder in order to weld metal, but you got no way to power it. How do you do that? Gotta wire it up. First things first, package from eBay or some other retailer. First thing you gotta get yourself a breaker. But how do you install it? How do you install that breaker? You just come over here. Oh snap, son! Alright, so we just got back from doing our little parts run. First place I went to, as you saw, was Home Depot. I got a 50 amp plug. 50 amp plug? No. I got a 50 amp receptacle, or power outlet as they call it here. We got connectors. And we got a piece of SO cord in order to, so remember, everything has to be for 50 amps. You saw the 50 amp breaker, so everything else down the line needs to be for that or more amperage. See, if the breaker was less, you risk, so say the breaker is 50 amps and this wire isn't rated for 50 amps, say it's smaller, then you run the chance of burning this wire to a crisp and burning down the house or whatever. So all the components have to be sized appropriately. So everything we're buying here is for 50 amps. Okay, so we got that. And then when we went by the welding supply store. So I went ahead and bought some consumables for the torch on the welder. So that's good. Because like I said, this thing, I've owned it for years now and I've never even fired it up once. I bought it and just never used it. So yeah. And then, so this will be over there, but on the welder itself, it only has a very short cord. It's only like maybe 5-6 foot or something. So I got on Amazon and bought a super heavy duty cord. Look at that. If you know what you're looking at, you can find really good deals on extension cords on Amazon. Remember, everything including the extension cord has to be sized appropriately for what you're doing in order to be safe. So always keep that in mind. But if you're looking for super deals on extension cords, get on eBay. Everybody on Craigslist or the stores around here or all that stuff, like everybody wanted like, so this cord would have cost around here, I believe like 150 to 250 bucks just for this cord. On Amazon, it was $79.99. Yeah, easy to make that decision, right? So also, something I've been eyeballing for years is Lincoln welding helmet. And this is the 3350 series. They have tons of different designs that are really cool, but this one was cheaper, so it's just plain black. Comes with some stickers and crap on the inside, but yeah. Now this has the 4C lens. Yeah, it sort of shows up, but you can see that it has more of a blue color and lights up the surrounding area that you're welding on than a lot better than a traditional. So I'm really excited about that. I'll check that out. Look at this. It even comes with a Lincoln Welding Hat. That's freaking awesome. Wow, it's even sized right. Oh, dude. They gave me a welding cap too. I don't know if you guys know what that's for, but you put this on underneath your welding helmet. See, like this. Oh, here. Kind of like that to protect your head. Oh! But yeah, that's kind of cool. So what I did was I bought this from a company on eBay called Arc Solutions, and they just threw this welding cap in there. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah. And it comes with candy. And it comes with, yo, what is this? Dude, is this a bandana? What the heck is this? Okay, I don't know what this is, but it says Lincoln Electric and Foose on it, and it looks like it might be a bandana. Let's open this up. I don't know what it is. Okay. That's freaking awesome. That is so cool. Look at that. Oh, I guess I got it upside down. Or do I? Like that. That's the proper way. Look at that. How freaking awesome is that? Okay, I did not know that it was coming with this. Man, I might pin this up on the wall. Dude, that is cool. So, how does this work? I don't know. I don't know if there's a certain way you're supposed to wear it or whatever, but dude, that's freaking awesome. I love it. I did not know that was in there. And it also came with the lens protectors. So the little ones are for the inside, the big ones are for the outside. So that keeps like splatter, welding spatter, stuff like that, the BBs and stuff. If you got those, it keeps them from damaging the actual, you know, lens. Which really helps out. Dude, that looks way too small. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. Oh, look at this. Here's the stickers it came with. So, like I said, I didn't get the one with all the, like a helmet with the cool designs. Like, they got some cool helmets. If you guys get a chance, that's pretty cool. Look at that, the way that that's embossed in there. 3350 series. Like I said, they have a lot of awesome design ones, but for one, you're probably just gonna mess it up eventually. But two, this was cheaper, like a decent amount cheaper. So, and it's all the same lens technology and everything. So, screw it. I could just slap some stickers on it, or I'll just rock the black one. I don't care. But yeah, dude, this is some awesome stuff. Wow, I dig it. Okay, so. Time to get to work. Let's go install some stuff. This is the same as the ones that we used on the air compressor. Same style. It's just bigger. Because let's be real, the wire we're using here is pretty massive. Here we're knocking out the hole to the proper size. See, it's a multi-step system, so you got to be careful. So check the length of the wire. Go ahead and rip the jacket off of that. Make sure you got enough wire to reach the breaker, but not go outside the box with the bare wire. Okay, here we're prepping the receptacle. We got to knock out the hole to the proper size. There, we got the cord grip in. Checking the length of the wire that we got to stripping the jacket off of that. Got to be careful because you want the jacket to actually be held in the cord grip to take the strain off. Here we're stripping the jacket back, putting it in the terminals right here. Got to be careful. You don't want a lot of extra copper sticking out of your terminals, guys. Pay that extra mind. Button that up. That's all done. Look at that. Here we are wiring into the breaker. Bam! I don't know if I said it previously, but this cord that I bought is 40 feet long. That means I'll easily be able to weld anywhere in this garage. I'll be able to weld out in the driveway, maybe in the side yard or backyard. This is 40 feet is a pretty good distance, so that's going to give us a lot of freedom. Trust me, we're going to need it. I got all my stuff over here. Aprons, gloves, Oh, I do have MIG gloves. Okay. I thought I didn't. I forgot. Well, I guess I got enough MIG gloves now to last me quite a while. I haven't looked at this stuff in quite a while, so here I have 2 pairs of Tig gloves for my TIG welder. I have the pair of Lincoln electric gloves I just bought. These are for MIG. I have this pair of MIG gloves, and then I have another pair of MIG gloves. All of them are actually in okay, like they're dirty, but they're in decent condition. So looks like I'm not going to have to buy welding gloves for a couple of years. And look, here's another welding cap right here. Another, let's see, so aprons, welding gloves, caps. Look at this. This is a welding apron. Like, see, it kind of goes on like that. Make sure there's no spiders in here. Okay. So I've used this before. These are awesome. Like, so you can put your little pin, your, what do they call it? They call that a soapstone. You can put your soapstone or whatever you're using to mark with in here, and it protects you from, you know, heat and bouncing blobs of metal and stuff like that. And look at this. I also have this really heavy duty welding coat, Red Ram brand. This thing's heavy duty. Look, it's got a spot for your soapstone on the arms like that. And as you can see, it doesn't have much dirt on it. I haven't used it that much. I used it with this old crappy welder that I used to have. So I got all that stuff, but if you don't mind messing up your clothes and you just want to protect your arms from sunburn, then there's sleeves, welding sleeves. But the problem is I only have one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy a couple more. A couple more? No, just one. So I found the box of goodies for it. Unfortunately, I don't have the hardware for this bracket. I realized that the bracket gets bolted on the side right here, and what that is that's to hold your torch as well as coil up your wires on it and stuff. Well, your ground and your torch lead. So this came with a hose and a regulator. It also came with this little adapter. It takes it to a different style of fitting, but it doesn't look like we're going to need that. The rest of this is just random paperwork, it looks like, and we'll set that off to the side. Okay, let's go ahead and get the regulator put on. Okay. So this is a bottle of 75-25. You can see right here, 75% argon and 25% CO2. This is a good blend that is used a lot for mild steel applications and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and put this on. Now, whenever you're hooking these up, you definitely want to make sure that you do not use any oil of any type, because they say it's prone to explosions if you do that. Okay. So this goes on here. Let's get a crescent wrench. I forgot what drawer all my tools are in, dang it. Aha! Got it. Like I said, crescent wrench. Okay, and you just want to snug this. You don't want to over tighten it. Okay, so this thing has dual inputs on the back. I gotta check that. Okay, as you can see right here, there are 2 inputs. Okay, so one's for a spool gun and one's for the standard feeder. So we're just using the standard, okay? So it came with this little hose right here, and this will hook from here to our regulator. Kind of like that. And the other end will go on here. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Well, you got to be careful. Some of these are actually not threaded lefty loosey righty tighty. Now that I say that, the threads are backwards on some of the stuff. I can't remember what it is. I know propane. I think for torch sets, some of it's backwards, so we just snug that up a little bit. Same with the one down below on the unit. Okay, like I said, don't tighten the heck out of it, just snug it. All right. One thing I like about this is this has the rubber stops on top to where it's not just banging the lid into metal or like scratching it up on all the screws and stuff like that. It has a nice rubber stop to it, which is nice. So, okay. We're gonna go ahead and try to load up some wire. One thing you have to be careful of is your wheels. You got to figure out what size you're running, because it will actually say on the wheels. Go ahead and pull this out of here. Okay, right here. I don't know if it shows up on camera. It does not. All right, as you can see here, it says 035 right there and 035 right here. Now, that's what you want, because what you do is you match that up with the size of wire that you're running. So, we're all set to go here. Yeah, supposedly this wire that I bought has really good reviews on it. Like I said, it's the Lincoln Electric L56. Is apparently an amazing wire. The one after that, I believe, that's recommended is a Hobart wire, which they've always made, you know, good welders. Good welders, good, oh, man, I don't know. This might burn a little iffy. It looks like it's got some rust spots on it. This might have been left to some moisture, so, yeah. Okay, so whenever you're loading your wire, you want to see which way will go into the feed the easiest. So it looks like if we run it over, it'll go in easiest. Now if you run it under, it'll have to overcome that, if that makes sense. So it'll have to unroll and go in there. So always check the way that you're loading it, and then it should lock in. I said it should lock in. Okay, come on now. There it is. Okay, now this is pretty cool. I never used a welder like this, where it's got a little spring clip like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, that locks that in place. Now the reason you want to lock it into that back tab is because this is how you adjust your tension. Theoretically. You want to be careful with this, because if you let this go, chaos happens. So, there we go. Flip that up, and then we just feed it through like so. Oh, hey guys, we'll just lock that in like that for now. But we got to put our spool gun on. Our spool gun? We got to put our gun on. I hope this thing's not screwing up. I'm gonna be so mad. Dude. Oh no! Okay, that's what I was talking about not doing. So yeah. Okay. It's no problem. We'll just cut it. Yeah, okay, so that's what you don't want to do. Not a big deal. At least we only wasted like 5 feet of it, which isn't a big deal. Come on. There she is. Now she's locked in. I'm gonna get this right. I know I'm gonna. Come on now. Here. Ow! I stabbed myself. Don't do that either. Okay. we go ahead and put this back together, kind of like so. Okay. Now we need to go ahead and feed our wire to the end of the torch. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and switch it on, but we'll leave the gas off because we don't need gas to feed wire. Power. That's money, look at that. All right. So now, we'll go ahead, put our tip back on. Pow, like that, look at that. Okay, there she is. She's ready to go. Okay, so next thing we need to do before we start welding is, okay, so we already got the wire fed. Now remember how we did that? We turned the wire feed speed all the way up and made sure the gas was off. Well, now we need to do the opposite. What we need to do is turn the wire feed speed all the way down and then hold the trigger and set our CFH, which stands for cubic feet per hour, on our gas. Now the thing is usually most people will do between 15 to 30 CFH, but that depends on a lot of factors. It depends on how thick of material that you're welding, because if you're running at a higher heat, that means, you know, obviously you need more gas to protect the area, but you want to make sure you're not blowing out the arc or anything like that. But another thing is how far away from your material you are with the nozzle. And the third thing that I know of is how much wind there is. See, if you're welding something and the gas is coming out to protect the arc and protect the puddle, right, from impurities getting in. If wind's coming along, it can just blow away that protective gas. You know, this is called shielding gas, right? So you got to be careful because it'll blow it away. So like I said, usually it's 15 to 30 depending on a lot of factors, but for me, I usually like to stick to 17, 18 CFH on the gauge. So we're going to go ahead and set that right now. Power on. Make sure your wire feed speed is turned all the way down, because if you don't, you're just wasting wire at that point. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start to set our regulator. Okay, as you can see, that is in cubic feet per hour, CFH. So what we're going to do is we're going to crank it up to 17 or 18 of that. Okay, so our wire speed is turned all the way down. We're going to go ahead and crack the gas pressure on. Okay, that is way too much. Okay, so see, we're going to keep dialing it down. Apparently it was way up. So what you want is it's working cubic feet per hour. See how it changes based on if we're pulling the trigger or not? Okay, so as you can see we're wasting a little bit of wire. Now see, we only got about a foot sticking out for all the time that I've had the trigger pulled. Like I said, if we hadn't turned that down, we'd be just wasting a ton of wire right now. So let's keep adjusting. Okay, we're at 20. There we go. Right about there. Yeah, that's... Dang it! Jesus. Alright, so apparently I'm having technical complications here. Technical difficulties, y'all. Okay, we'll dial it in, dial it in. There we go. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Each notch is 2, so we need to be on the very last small line or right in between. And there we are. We are right there. Okay, we'll go with that. That's a good start. Go ahead and do some burning. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's burning pretty nice there, guys. Not down there. I was still getting it tuned in. You see the porosity right there that I was talking about? See that? That's what I was talking about, where it was blowing away the argon, the shielding gas. It was blowing it away. Slight breeze would come through. Getting better though, got a little bit of undercut right there. But look how nice the weld is though. I mean, well, like see, got to get it tuned in a little bit. But yeah, this is a good start. It's like riding a bike. Got to get back on it. You never forget. But yeah, I'd say this thing burns pretty good. Just takes a little more practice. In order to get good at anything, you got to have a little time under the helmet, right? A little extra practice goes a long way. But I think that's it for this video. Next, we got to start getting some metal welded into the car. So come back next time, guys, and go ahead and hit me with a like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here. Come back next time and visit us. Peace.